Hi, I'm Edie Hand, and welcome into Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles. I hope you've been checking us out on our website at rxhealthylife.com. Well, we're live here today from Thomasville, North Carolina at Southern Sisters. See all this spread? You're going to learn some secrets from Joy Hall Thompson, right here of her mother's favorite meatloaf. And on top of that, we're going to be dancing with Jamie and Chris from a Fred Astaire Dance Studio. They're going to tell you all about how to eat all this healthy food, or not so healthy, and shake it off. It's going to be fun, and you'll want to hear what we've got to say about our You Pave the Way program and how you too can pay it forward in your community. Stay with us. We'll be right back with more of Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles. Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles is brought to you in part by Children's of Alabama, 100 years caring for children.
Hi, I'm Senna. I'm taking a minute with children to learn a few things about what to do when your doctor's office is closed. This is my friend, Miss Barbara, and she's the director of the clinics here at Children's South. Miss Barbara, what should I do if I'm sick and my doctor's office is closed?
Well, that's a good question, Senna. First, have your parents call the pediatrician's office. They can talk to them about what's going on with you today, and the pediatrician may refer them to an after-hours or an urgent care clinic.
When should my parents take me to the emergency room instead of the after-hours clinic?
Well, sometimes that can be tricky, but if you have a chronic condition like diabetes or a heart disease, you should always go to the emergency room to be evaluated there. If you have a serious injury, like you've been in a car accident or you have a broken bone and maybe the arm is a little deformed, be sure that you go to the emergency room for that. They have the better testing equipment, more extensive type of equipment that they can look for those types of conditions.
Thanks so much for being here with us today, Miss Barbara. I'm Senna, and we'll see you next time on A Minute with Children.
Hello, I'm Edie Hand, and I wanted to endorse Joy Hall Thompson's Bakery. Tell us about it.
Sprinkle of Sugar Bakery, located in Thomasville, North Carolina. We can ship nationwide, so give us a call at 336-474-8620 or visit our website at sprinkleofsugar.com.
You're watching Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles with Edie Hand and Dr. Daniel Potts.
And welcome back to Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles. Of course, I'm Edie Hand, and joining me is Joy Hall Thompson. Thank you, Joy, for having me in your beautiful Southern Sisters restaurant.
Well, thank you so much for being here. It is a pleasure to have you in my kitchen in my neck of the woods.
Well, I love it because we're also in your loft. Now, tell us a little bit about this loft setting before we get into this meatloaf.
All right, our loft is a place where we have great entertainment. We have live music that comes up here, and we entertain everybody in Thomasville and surrounding areas when they come, so it's a great gathering place for everybody to enjoy after they've had a wonderful meal downstairs.
Even for events, you have special events that can be done here too also, right?
Yes, ma'am. We have weddings, we have wedding receptions, we have 50th anniversary parties, birthday parties, kids parties, anything you can imagine, we celebrate like crazy up in here.
I love it, and I want you to know I love Thomasville. I enjoyed so much coming into your city last night, and what a pleasure it was, all the lights going on here and what you bring to your community. And this recipe is something you've brought to share with people that your mom taught you, a special meatloaf, right?
Yes, ma'am. I remember my mom making this and watching over her shoulder, and we had such a good time in the kitchen. And so I love this recipe. I loved having family meals together and eating this together. So I brought it to share with you today. We serve it in our restaurant. It's one of our top sellers.
All right, now tell me about this. We've got gloves.
I've got gloves for you, honey. We can't get our nails messed up.
No, we like to paint our nails and paint our lips in the
There
South.
we go.
Okay, now what do we got?
We've got ground beef. We've got a little bit of onions
and
bell.
Hunk of meat.
That's a hunk of meat.
How many pounds is that?
We're going to do 2 pounds of meat in this recipe, so we're going to put it in here. Okay. And then we're going to put all these ingredients in. And that's the one thing about meatloaf is that you just add it all into the pot, mix it up with your hands, and it's fun for the kids to do too. Call it Play-Doh and get them working in the kitchen. That's what I say. Okay. All right, so we'll salt and pepper if you want to grab the pepper.
Okay.
Right there.
All right, here we go.
Salt and pepper your meat. And then we're going to put in some tomatoes, canned tomatoes. If you've got fresh tomatoes,
I'll just dump that. Okay.
There you go, dump it right in. If you've got fresh tomatoes, that's great too. Of course, in your garden, it's a great time to get tomatoes this time of year. Okay. So add in some ketchup. I love to add in a little ketchup. About a 1/3 cup of ketchup.
1/3 cup, okay.
It's got a little bit of sweetness in with that salt. This is Heinz 57 sauce. There you go. Oh, well.
That's all right.
Dump that in.
That's right. And your kids would be doing it. Did they start massaging
They start massaging the meat.
Okay.
And then we'll add in onion.
Okay.
And dump
Oh,
that
Lord,
right
you
on
do that
in.
too well. You like to squeeze things.
Oh,
girl.
it's a good idea. Aggression right here. Put in some bell pepper.
Okay.
And then what I like to do in mine is I put in panko breadcrumbs because
This is.
a lot of Southerners put in oatmeal. You can dump
I
that
put
in.
oatmeal.
And
Where'd you get
sometimes
this? Just any grocery store?
you do. And sometimes it's in the international food aisle because it's a Japanese product. But the panko keeps the meatloaf from, my dad said, I don't like slick meatloaf. That's what he used to say. So we don't use oatmeal because it makes it have a slick texture. So the panko really does keep it nice, the texture nice and smooth.
Well, what I'm thinking too is that we're going to have this on our website, guys, so you will not want to miss getting this family recipe. So thank you for sharing one of your secrets. Now I'm holding these eggs here, baby.
2 eggs, you'll dump those in.
Okay.
And once we mix all this together, what I like to do for portion control is to put it in little cupcake pans.
Hand me that little.
Here we go.
Now, when we got this, so I
Mix
just
it
would
all
get
up. You'll ball it up, put it in the cupcake pans, and bake it for about 25 minutes until it's nice and firm. And then you've got a perfect little portion, so you're not overindulging in the mama's meatloaf.
Well, now, you know, one of the things we're talking about, this is a healthy show some of the time. And so what we do, everything in life is in moderation. So I think this is a great idea of having the muffin pans. It looks pretty, it's gonna come out, and then you're gonna garnish it to do, let's see right here what it looks like.
This is the finished product. Now our sauce has a little bit of ketchup, mustard, and brown sugar. We put that on top, and then I like to deep fry some onions, which is not so healthy, but you can eat just a few. So we'll deep fry onions
really
and
more
put
garnishing
on
it even more, an added little garnish that
Yes.
still looks good and tastes good.
Yes.
Well, you know, I also learned a little secret about you. You like to dance, don't you?
I love to dance. And I have a special surprise for you today.
You do?
I brought 2 friends with me, and I'm going to make you shake your groove thing today, lady.
Well, honey, I'm trying to lose some of it, so I'll be glad to shake some of it off.
Well, this is not my forte, but I brought some dancers from the Fred Astaire Dance Academy. I don't do ballroom dance. I do, my tap is my forte, so we're going to do something fun together.
Well,
Learn
that'll be
something
fun.
new.
Well, what I loved is that you did so many great things like that with your family, and I thank you for sharing this recipe. And we're going to be right back with more right here, live from Southern Sisters on Prescriptions for Healthy Lifestyles. Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles is brought to you in part by Southern Sisters, Southern food, Southern hospitality, Southern charm.
Southern Sisters is the place to go for hometown cooking. If you can't make it to the restaurant and bakery in the Carolinas in person, place your order online, southernsisters.info, or call 336-474-8620. All America's City, Thomasville, North Carolina is well known around the world for its furniture industry, but there's a lot more to Thomasville than just that. Come visit Chair City for yourself. Check out thomasville-nc.gov to see what we're all about.
Hi, I'm Edie Hand.
I'm Paula Lombard.
And Paula, thank you for being here today. We've got Pave the Way to make a difference with your pink wipers to wipe out breast cancer. And how can we do that?
Go to our website, autotexpink.com.
Make a difference and pave the way. Look for an Automotive Oil Change Association service center near you for quality service you can rely on and trust. Find a shop near you at aoca.org.
You're watching Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles with Edie Hand and Dr. Daniel Potts.
Hi, I'm Edie Hand, and welcome back into Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles. Well, we've been cooking up some meatloaf with Miss Joy, and so glad to have you, Chris, too.
Oh, thank you, Edie.
And I'm telling you, we are going to shake it off with our dance instructors, professional dance instructors from Fred Astaire. And joining me is certainly Chris Engel, and you are, where's your location?
We are in Clemens, North Carolina, off Louisville Clemens Road. Fred
Close to
Astaire.
where we are here in
It's
Thomasville?
about 20-30 minutes from here. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now tell me about this pretty young lady.
This is Jamie Lee Brewer. She's my dance partner and also an instructor at our school. She's been dancing for about four years or so now, and we dance competitively together in a rhythm division, actually.
Oh, in rhythm. Now,
Yeah.
Jamie, how long you been doing this, you say?
About 3.5, going on 4 years now, yes.
Well, you look beautiful today, and I would love for you guys to show us how it's really done before you teach us Well, I'll speak for myself. This seasoned old broad how to do it, okay? All right. Would you show us a little bit?
Sure.
Okay.
We're just doing a little jitterbug here.
A little jitterbug.
A little jitterbug.
Now that means that if I shake it enough, my buns might do.
You might just shake them right off. You never know.
How cute is that?
You can get close and be comfortable and have some fun.
Wow.
Something you can do with anybody.
Now, could any age do this?
Any age. You don't even have to have a partner. You can come in single lady, single guy. You can come in as a couple if you're getting married. Anything. Doesn't matter. We can take care of you.
Now, I know too with Fred Astaire, you're all over the country.
Everywhere, yep.
But you guys have your own website.
We have our own website, and that's FredAstaireWinstonSalem.com.
Thank you so much. That's terrific. Now, bravo. Now, Joy is a seasoned dance instructor herself, but now you're going to teach them a few new tricks too, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, all right, well, you go over there.
Awesome.
Now, I want to see, now what are we going to learn that even our viewers out there might enjoy that they could even do at home? What you going to teach us?
We're going to do a little bit of swing, or as I said earlier, jitterbug. This is a fun, upbeat, they call it the American fun dance, something pretty much you can do anywhere. You don't have to have a lot of room to do it. And it's pretty easy to follow, even if someone might not know it. But
I can grab my broom. I can do that at home, then I'll practice.
Yeah.
We're talking to rural America. I mean, every lady out there's got her dust mop and that going on. Okay,
right.
What do I do first?
So the first thing is, the number one rule is, as a guy, we have to invite the lady to dance. So I'm going to invite my lady to dance.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the lady's hands as if I were to kiss them like this.
Okay.
Right? So I'm in a two-hand hold. This is to give some space, and especially if you haven't done this before. So here's the
I need
number
a
one.
space, dear God. Okay.
Number one rule in dancing is, lady starts with the right foot, the men start with the left. An easy way to remember is ladies are always right. And we're always left.
Oh.
All right?
I'm
so
sure that's the way it is here at Southern Sisters.
it's,
All the women are right.
I think it's there everywhere.
Okay.
So we're going to start with our right foot. Like guys, we're going to start with our left foot.
Okay.
And what we're going to do is we're going to take a side step. So we're going to go to the side. We're going to turn our step to the side. Then we're going to take our right foot and we're just going to rock back from each other. And
Okay.
repeat that. Side, side, and a rock step. Side, side, and a rock step. Nice.
Okay.
And if you think about the rhythm, we're just going to count it a little bit differently. So we're going to go 1, 2, and a rock step. 1, 2, and a rock step. So as long as you can remember this, you can do pretty well.
Hey, I think I can do it.
You're doing great. 2, and a rock step. 1.
And then if you want to add something to it, what would you do?
Well, we can, as long as we can keep this rhythm for the beginning, we have 1, 2, rock step. As long as we keep this, I can kind of get you moving. So we're going to go 1, 2, and a rock step. 1,
So what you do
2,
is actually
and a
just
rock
release that
step.
hand.
And then I go back to my basic.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah, and once you add a couple steps, this becomes a comfort zone. You know?
It does. And you know what I love about this too is that you're feeling, it's a good feeling of letting go. I think it's a
Exactly.
great stress release.
It is exactly what that is. That is
See, they're
totally-
having fun as a couple.
Yeah, they don't have a choice but to reduce some stress, do they?
No, and I think for you, you know, what you're telling me about is, tell me the story of the person that came in that was a seasoned person, came in, wanted to lose a little weight, but got the surprise of losing more than they thought.
Actually, I think I know who you're talking about. I had recently a student of mine, and she's a great person, a bold personality, but she was a ballet dancer in her history in the past. And she came in, and she just wanted to get that love for dance again, and so I just started teaching her and moving her, and I teach at her pace. So since she was seasoned, that's another great thing about having a professional to help you is that we can. She calls it an IDP, individualized dance program.
Okay.
Because I dance specifically to what she needs. So she picks up pretty fast, and she just recently told me as we were moving up in our levels, I lost 10.5 pounds since I've been here, and I was like, that's so
How
great.
awesome
And
is that?
a lot of people come in for exercise, and they just they're trying to not feel like they're going to the gym. They're just getting the exercise and they get the
feeling
benefits.
Good. Well, Chris, this has been wonderful. Jamie, Chris,
Thank you so
Joy,
much.
Chris, Thank you all for having us right here at Southern Sisters, and I hope people will call them at Fred Astaire Dance and look them up on their website or phone number. And we thank you for being with us right here at Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles, and stay with us after these messages.
Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles is brought to you in part by Scott Crump Toyota Scion.
Can you imagine a world without children? A world where children don't play, or dream, or imagine.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're working every day to find cures for diseases that strike down children. Because we can't imagine a world without children. Can you?
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Call now or log on to stjude.org.
Get the latest in ladies' fashions at affordable prices. We ship nationwide, so visit us online at paletteboutique.com. Check out Palette Boutique on Facebook, or give us a call at 336-474-8625. All America's City, Thomasville, North Carolina is well known around the world for its furniture industry, but there's a lot more to Thomasville than just that. Come visit Chair City for yourself. Check out thomasville-nc.gov to see what we're all about. Here's a prescription for a better life with Edie Hand.
Hi, I'm Edie Hand, and this is my prescription for a healthy life. One is some days, when it's just going crazy and you can't get everything done. Well, I'm a control freak, I know. But what you can do if you think you got to be in control of everything is learn how to, one, let it go and let it be. And another thing is, if you'll start writing down the things that are so important to you to accomplish that day, and just focus on maybe 3 things that you've got to get done and make that happen, and you can do it. I mean, a recipe for life is making life work better for you, less stressful. That's what we're all looking for. And I hope you will take this prescription for healthy lifestyles to plan, to let go, and to just be, and write it down and make it happen. Remember, that's Edie Hand right here on Prescriptions for Healthy Lifestyles.
Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles is brought to you in part by the Edie Hand Foundation, www.ediehandfoundation.org. Professional dance instructors at Fred Astaire Dance Studio in Clemmons, North Carolina can help you stay fit by creating a dance program just for you. Call 336-766-9233 or visit Fred Astaire of WinstonSalem.com to get started.
There's an art to making tea. At Red Diamond, it begins with tea leaves and nothing else. We remove the stems and twigs that come with the tea, leaving just the leaf for a flavorful, refreshing taste. There's an art to making the perfect pitcher of tea, and we practice it every day. Drink fresh. Drink Red Diamond.
Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles wants to help you pave the way to a better life.
Hi, I'm Edie Hand, and welcome back into Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles. We are here with Joy Hall Thompson in her lovely loft at Southern Sisters. What a great time we've had today.
Oh, we've had a blast. How much fun is that, dancing and shaking it off?
After we've eaten all this great meatloaf.
Absolutely.
Well, I wanted to share a little bit about our You Pave the Way program with you and hear some of your stories of how you can pay it forward in your own community. And we have the book that I've done of 31 Things to Raise Your Child's Self-Esteem. I know that your mother did that for you. Tell me about the stories after dinner and what it was like for you in dancing and food.
Okay, well, after dinner at my house, we would have a wonderful meal that my mom prepared, and she always prepared huge meals. And so that's where I learned to cook, of course. But after dinner, they always encouraged us to have a healthy lifestyle as well and try to shake off some of those calories that we had eaten. And so I would put on dance shows, and I would put on little costumes, and I would get on the hearth of the fireplace. A lot of times I would put on my tap shoes. That was my thing. And so
love tap dancing.
I love tap dancing. So I would dance and do shows, and even when my friends came over, we would all get up there and do a big show, and my parents were very patient to sit there and watch all that. But so it was just such a great experience. And then my mom kind of encouraged me, of course, to get into dance lessons.
And how to pay it forward from there.
And how to pay it forward. She would take me to nursing homes and I would perform for all the elderly people that were there that really didn't have a lot of visitors or a lot of interaction with children especially. So it was such a neat experience for me and made me really appreciate life and giving back and doing great things for others, and so I have encouraged that.
And I love to, tell me the story about, I want our viewers to really hear about the kids, how you helped when you were in college.
When I was in college, I was a dance teacher at a dance studio nearby.
Is that how you made your extra money?
Yes, ma'am. I had to go shopping.
So, I used to sell clothes for purses.
So I decided when I would come home at night, I would see a lot of children that didn't get to do a lot of things and didn't have any extra money to do things like dance. And so I started a little dance studio in my apartment. I would move out my kitchen table, put up some mirrors, have the kids over. I got shoes donated and outfits donated from our dance studio, the children that were passing it down and outgrowing.
That was a twofold blessing for you and the kids.
Yes, absolutely. And we did a show, and we did a Christmas show, and they would, at the end of it, the end of the choreography was for them to fall asleep while I was reading 'Twas the Night Before Christmas.
Oh, how sweet.
And so, but they didn't know that I had my brother dressing up as Santa Claus to come as a surprise and bring them all gifts. And they were very appreciative, but I'm sure it touched my heart more than it did theirs.
You know, and I see you've told me that you're paying it forward with your own children today. And how are you doing that, like from Southern Sisters? If people wanted to do something for their loved ones, what would be that website or phone number of what you could help them to do in their community?
We put together care packages. We have different sauces. We also have a cookbook coming out in the fall, and we'll put together packages, and also our sweets. We can ship those nationwide. So if people would like to order some sort of care package, we can get on the phone personally with them. It's not an automated thing, and we'll go over what exactly they want to send, and we'll put special messages in the care packages. Whatever makes it. I think the extra special touches is what makes us different and what we love to do for other people. So.
And how would they do that? What number and website?
The website is www.southernsisters.info, and the phone number is 336-474-8620.
I love that. And what are you doing today now special with your kids?
Our kids are learning to give back through the bakery. We have a different charity that we support each month. We're putting their logo on our cupcakes and our cookies. And the money that we raise that month goes back to that organization. It also helps create awareness for those organizations. And we have so many wonderful charities.
There really is, and it's so hard today to just pick one. But if you've got one you're passionate about, give Joy a call. You know, this is so important to know how to pay it forward and to make a difference. And I want to commend you and thank you too for being on the show and letting us come into your beautiful Southern Sisters setting, not on your dining, your bakery, your loft. I have eaten more food than Carter's got liver pills, but I've had a lot of fun, and you know, I want everyone to find their way to pay it forward. And we thank you so much for being a part of Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles. And join us next week.